We're Matteo and Micha, and today we will be climbing the over 400 steps of the extremely narrow stairwell of Siena's Torre del Mangia.
Yeah, this is definitely unlike anything we've experienced before. Nuts.
Where we take in the sweeping panoramic views of the city and surrounding countryside, before roaming the vibrant Civic Museum within the neighboring town hall, and get lost in 1,000 years of Sienese history as we explore the maze that is the gigantic museum complex of Santa Maria della Scala. Subscribe to follow the adventure. Right now we're in Piazza del Campo, the main piazza here in Siena. Il Campo means the field in Italian because this entire piazza used to actually be grass. And this is where the markets were held. But let's go do it. See what it looks like. It's pretty basic. Ticket office, tower, museum, theatre, which we're not going to the theatre because there's no theatres happening right now. The office is directly in front of us.
So we got this one for €20 per person.
All right, we got a ticket for €20 to access the tower, the Civic Museum, which is the town hall, and Santa Maria della Scala, which is a museum which has archaeological history dating from Etruscans all the way up until modern day Siena. So we did skip the modern art gallery of Siena because we just don't want to see it. So, but now we have to go climb the tower because the next climb is in 5 minutes. Let's go.
So the ticket office is there, and the entrance for the tower is right here in this back corner.
Oh, every 45 minutes.
Every 45 minutes from
So
10
2:30s are 1 now.
to 3:15, but these are the fall hours. They do change for the seasons, so I believe in the summer you could get up there later than 3:15. Okay, so that line says stop. So you have to wait for this light to be green, saying go, and then that's when it's your group's turn to go. So the light has turned green. What time is it?
2:26.
4 minutes early, look at that.
All right, you're going.
So it says avanti, which means go. It's very dark in here. Okay. There are like actual cobwebs up here. So far so good. These are normal square steps. Very up and down, which is great for my motion sickness.
Nish, we haven't even checked our tickets, which means there's going to be a checkpoint up here, and then it's going to get small.
More normal looking steps, which I love to see. Okay, and if we haven't exactly started our climb. You can see well, you can't see it, but I can see the tower through that skylight. Whoa. This view is incredible. Do we keep going? So you do climb the first set of stairs, and then if you have water, a selfie stick, anything, they make you put it in a locker. It is free of charge, which is great. But yeah, we couldn't. I was like, the fact that they took our water is a little bit weird because I feel like if you get thirsty, that's not really great. But
you're not allowed anything that can get thrown off the top.
Yes.
And I also understand that there's limited tickets to how many people can climb the tower a day. So be aware of that. You might want to book in advance if you're in one of the warmer seasons, but for now we have to go up because we're only allowed 10 minutes at the top. And from my understanding, there are cameras the entire way up. So
yeah, so we got to make this quick.
Monitoring.
Let's go. Oh, now we are in it. Oh, baby, I think I need your torch. I can't see. Can you please turn your flashlight on? This is so dark. Thank you. This is really dark. And
oh, it's small.
Very small. Like this is basically.
It's 2:30.
I'm pretty tiny. Oh goodness! It does take a lot for me to say that these are the deepest steps we've ever climbed. I think these are really, really intense. Oh
my shoulders are.
Baby, look. I need your flashlight. I'm gonna put Mateo's flashlight so you can see properly under my phone. But this is so tight, it's not even funny.
And my shoulders are even spinning, eh?
Like, that's crazy. Okay, we've come to...
Damn, Jim, they didn't even prepare you for that.
Yeah, the other thing we climbed, the new cathedral the other day at least had the padding. This is the most medieval-ish feeling thing I think we've climbed.
Very skinny, eh? Must be awful in summer.
You would think after climbing so many towers and church duomos we would be used to this, but I feel like every time we're doing it, it's just a completely different experience. Yeah, this is definitely unlike anything we've experienced before. There's more steps in this one. I'm a tiny person, and this is barely the length of my body. This thing just goes. This is definitely a workout, but I think we're getting there. These steps are so deep, I keep kicking the top of the step. This is the width of my shoulders, basically. Mateo's going sideways slightly to make it through. I see the light coming through. They do have an SOS call. Fun enough, I think that's the first time we've seen that. And there's this, if you want to just take a break. See, but now I'm worried because we only get 10 minutes at the top. It's a nice little viewpoint here. This is no joke, guys. This is a tight stairwell. Nuts. I think we're almost at the top. There's a very arched thing here and a very old looking wooden staircase. Yet we continue.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
You gotta watch your head on these ones. This staircase is very old. But we made it.
It's not the top, you know? It goes up more.
But that's locked.
Oh, it is locked.
So there's a stairwell there, but it is chained.
Oh wow, that was really fast.
Was it? That felt like an eternity.
That was taller than the Giotto's Campanile in Florence. I guess because there's nobody here, so maybe that's why it's so fast.
Look at that view behind
it's
you.
2:37. We have about 10 minutes.
Look at that view. Wow.
Oh, you really could see if people were coming from the distance, eh?
Do you think this would be your job?
Well, I don't know how you're supposed to see somebody
On
that
lookout?
far away. This is a telescope.
Alright, so we seem to have a gorgeous view of the cathedral from up here as well. It's actually a stunning day. The main piazza is right below us, the Campo. There's another platform here. But the views are, wow, magnificent. This seems to wrap all the way around.
I forgot to tell you, it's called Torre del Mangia. I'll tell you why when we get down. We have limited time up here.
Gotta enjoy our 10 minutes.
Sure. Hey, bud. What's up?
Oh my goodness. Hello, little birdie.
What's happening?
Oh, it's not a cat. Why do I always do that? It's like, see ya, sucker. That must be the garden we were trying to find earlier. Matteo spotted the city wall. Wow. Oh, that's pretty intense. I love that you can see the shadow of the tower on the buildings. That's us. We're right here.
You really can see the entire countryside from here. No wonder they built it so tall. You can see every hill. I don't know how you zoomed in back in the day, but
Was this worth it?
it's definitely worth it. This is super cool.
This is really, really nice. I think it might be also even better because there's only a couple people up here. So it really lets you appreciate the view almost from every little lookout point, and it is absolutely stunning. It's the end of November and everything's still really green.
You're in the windiest spot.
I'm in the windier spot, my husband is telling me, so we're gonna...
This was definitely worth the climb. Some of these rooftops are so cool. You can imagine during the palio sitting there having a drink, watching the race.
This is pretty cool. Alrighty. Now it's time to go down.
There's an old sign up there that says it's prohibited to ring the bells by visitors.
Ooh, that's good to know. Thank you, kind sir. Back down our little rabbit hole. This is like some limbo. Okay, alright.
Yeah.
After seeing the bright sunlight, I actually can't see in here. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Like my pupils haven't adjusted. This is just... Every tower and every climb always just seems to surprise us with something different.
This is the most peaceful.
But I think it's also because there's only like 6 other people on this climb with us.
True.
If you think about it. I definitely think that has a big part to deal with whether or not you're going to enjoy something.
I mean, we ascend and descend pretty fast without other people here. Maybe that's why they have 45-minute time slots. I mean, we got up there in 5 minutes, and now the next time slot's in like half an hour. So the fact that they tell you allowed 10 minutes at the top is like a bit.
I think in the busy season though that makes sense. But
Yeah.
I can't imagine the traffic jam on the stairwell when there's a lot of people. How's it going back there?
It's weird being twisted all the time. You come down sideways.
I know, I feel like I have to keep turning.
It seems to climb faster than we do going down.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
No, I think going down, I almost feel like I'm being pushed. The width of my body barely fits here. I mean, look, now we have to get through this little hobbit hole.
A cool bell.
Yeah.
This is really a small one here.
Like, I don't know how to explain this, but please don't fall on me.
Ow!
I knew you were gonna hit your head. I knew it.
Ow, jeez.
I mean, look at these stones. That is like a concussion waiting to happen.
Yeah, this one doesn't protect you here.
Baby duck, sweets.
Yesterday.
Okay, we made it.
That was quite disorientating.
Did you hit your head, my love? I'm sorry. See, I'm fine with this view.
Oh.
Shall we continue?
Yeah.
Okay. We're almost back at the bottom now.
Alrighty.
We just popped out here into the better lit area to give our thoughts before we pop in to see the rest of the Civic Museum.
What do you think of that? It wasn't?
I thought it was really cool. That was definitely way tighter. I think that was probably the tightest climb we've had, which is really saying something. It was basically the width of my shoulders, which was intense.
Definitely.
The views are beautiful. You do it when the 10-minute timer at the top reminded me of the Duomo in Florence. They kind of corral you up and down.
It feels like you're going through a security checkpoint.
Yeah, so beware. I'm sure that we didn't have a backpack, but I'm assuming if you have a backpack or a purse or anything, they're going to make you put it in a locker.
Or water. Or a stick.
Yeah, the water.
Any accessories to a camera, it said. It also said a whole bunch of other stuff. Parachute. Yeah, I don't know. That was part of the rule.
At least the locker is free. If you have water, just chug a little bit before you make your climb up, and then you do only get 10 minutes at the top. The views definitely worth it. I mean,
you know, the problem is they actually built it too tall, so that when you get to the top, you're seeing stuff, but it's almost like it's so high that you're so high above everything else that you're just looking down on everything. I don't know. Did you not feel like it's like actually almost like
it
too
felt
tall?
Very aerial. I felt like I was a drone. No, but it was beautiful. This ticket is valid for 2 days, they said. So, but we're just gonna knock it all out right now. So let's go back inside.
Let's go check it out. This museum, we're probably not going to be inside for too long, as the day is fleeting and we need to go and see some other stuff. Let's go.
Stairs in front. Now this is my kind of staircase.
We're currently in the town hall, which is also the Civic Museum.
That is wild.
The unification room of unification.
That's crazy. Look at this uniform. Yo, this must be like your heaven. What a nerd. I know, that's like the most true to life thing I think I've ever seen. Whoa.
We may have missed Garibaldi over there.
Oh no.
But there is up there as well. on a coin. It's a cool room. I think the unification may be my most fascinating part of history in Italy.
Whose uniform is this?
I don't know, but that guy's medal's got the Sicilian logo.
Yeah, that stuff is old, man. That is a big flight of stairs.
It's cool, man.
Yeah. So apparently there's a nice panoramic view at the top of this very long staircase. Oh, automatic. How fancy. Oh.
The market's down there. This is what we see from the market. The other
Oh, and I said this is such a nice balcony.
day. It smells good up here.
I thought this was someone's house. Yeah, this is crazy. The other day we were literally down there and I was like, man, that person has a really nice terrace.
It's the town hall.
It's the town hall. Because we were walking down there to see the garden. Pretty sweet view.
I'm not gonna lie, that room that was dedicated to the unification is probably my most favorite room I've found in Italy. I've also, I think, realized that the unification was the most interesting part to me in terms of Italian history because it's old enough to be documented, but also to have photos and garments and all the little historical things to still be actually usable. What a fascinating part of history. The Romans and that's so long ago that there's no pictures or anything, but we actually have some photos and portraits and everything. Just nerding out a little bit here.
Look at him walking like an old Italian man. With his hands behind his back. He fits in so well. I'm ready to go down.
Look at the size of that fire extinguisher.
I know, I actually went down the wrong side now. I know, I saw that on the way up. I was like, that is the size of me.
Hey. What if there's a fire on another floor? Who picks this up?
It has wheels.
And downstairs?
Push it.
There's another one down here, so you don't need to climb the stairs.
Thanks. Oh, wow.
Wait, I know this room.
I've been here before, in a dream.
No, not that room.
What?
Might be one of the other ones. There's a lot of rooms in here. But that's a lot of detail.
Whoa, look at the wall behind you.
The Germans being defeated by the Venetians. I think the eagle stands for the Holy Roman Empire, from my understanding. So I think they're the ones with the eagle shields.
Do they look like the winning team?
I don't know. Yeah, because that must be Venice there. The outside has got ships with a different symbol to that side.
Oh.
They got the eagle.
See the eagles over here. Okay. So cool. This is so intricate. This beeping's
This is
free.
not even the most fascinating room. There's one really cool room. I just don't know the layout of the building, so I don't know which one it is. It's not this one.
Wow. This one's still pretty though. It seems like there's like a conference room through here. Oh, it looks like meetings and events are still held in here. Ceiling is... Wow. Those chandeliers look like they're hanging from like silk ropes.
Always used for the meetings of the Sienese government, both in the Republican times and under the Medici.
I like it. Feels very fancy.
Imagine still having a town meeting in here from like hundreds and hundreds of years ago. You're just one of those few that now get to sit on plastic chairs and make decisions over the city.
Literally.
This is why we recommend visiting in the off season. Look at how few people here.
Mm-hmm.
Stacked.
This is cool. Oh, baby, look at through here. Whoa. Oh, wow.
Yes, this is painted from wall, floor to ceiling.
I think you could totally rock this helmet.
That's sick.
That is dope.
History, man. History. How's the ceiling?
Look at this wall. This is wild.
First time I've ever seen a replica of what the artwork is. For blind, I'm guessing blind or visually impaired people that can feel what's what, and these are all protruding out so you can feel where's everything you need to see with the numbers.
Oh, that's very clever.
I came for one room. I don't know where this room is. I'm gonna have to ask.
This is pretty intense, though.
You'll never guess what's happening to the room I came here to see.
No.
What do you think it is?
It's being restored.
It's being restored. It's okay. It's okay. Such is Italy.
Okay.
I think this is the room I wanted to see. Somewhere on these sides, you know?
I mean, it definitely sounds like people are walking around up there. Restoration.
Yeah. I promised to tell you what Torre del Mangia meant. It's actually named after a man who, I'll put the word here in Italian, used to spend his salary on eating. It's quite a weird thing to try and explain, but...
Sounds like me.
Yeah, and the tower was named after him and then shortened to Torre del Mangia, the Tower of Eating. That's what it is.
Mangiare, to eat.
It's about as simple as it is. But the Civic Museum...
I just noticed that these are snakes. Sorry.
Oh, that's cool. But the Civic Museum was actually pretty cool, very small. They're restoring the room that I went there to see.
Naturally.
Yeah, naturally. Right now we're going to Santa Maria della Scala, which is the other museum. We have about an hour until it closes, which I think is enough for us, so we don't end up spending the whole day there.
Yeah, I actually like the size of this museum because it was like small, but it was like packed, like from floor to ceiling, frescoes, paintings, like everything. So it was, I love that it was like tiny and every room was like, whoa. I was like, sweet, short and sweet, beautiful, great, exactly my kind of
I think we're so used to extensive Florentine, like everything's so
room
big.
After room, yeah.
And I think it's nice to get a little treat.
Yeah.
But let me look at this map quick.
I hate feeling like I've breezed through a museum without doing it justice. So it was nice that this one, it's like, oh, we saw every room and it was all beautiful. The other main thing to see in the piazza is the fountain, but of course, staying on theme, because why would we divert from that? It's being restored. So that's why they've printed the image of it. Another great thing in Italy, instead of just covering it, they will just print the image on like a canvas and put that around the scaffolding so you feel like you're looking at it a little bit.
But that one got replaced with a copy in the 1800s. So in the museum we're about to go to, we can go see the original. So
Perfect.
which is probably also being restored. I'm joking. Let's go check it out.
Don't jinx it.
No, but that's it. So that's the replica. We're gonna go find the original now.
Not only is the city extremely hilly, but there's so many little alleyways to go down. So yeah, just be warned. It's kind of a mission every time you want to get to something. You got to be ready to climb. Italian school bus.
Now we're in the district of the Eagle.
Matteo loves his districts.
Hey, there's a truffle place behind it, huge one.
Isn't that the one we went to yesterday?
No.
It looks identical.
Different ones on the main street, ones here. Our food still didn't taste
smells-
like truffle. If you missed that video, go check it out.
It smells like a wet tiger.
I don't know the science behind it. Big grater, small truffle.
Is this cheating? I don't know.
We may be creating a new dish here. Are you ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. Are you actually ready?
Oh, you got way more
You
on your
ready?
fork than I did.
You
Okay, wait, ready?
We had a whole good time cooking.
And we have rounded the corner, and in front of us is the beautiful Duomo.
So, oh, my mom used to have that car.
Which one?
It's got 3 seats in the front and 3 seats in the back.
How exciting. And mush. Ooh, the sunset looks so pretty. You will definitely get a workout when you are walking around this city. Whew,
It's quite nice.
I know.
But in winter, in summer, it's terrible. Terrible.
Those people are getting probably a beautiful sunset view on the new cathedral. I wish we climbed it at sunset, but alas,
We had sick views.
we did. Now we're at our local Duomo.
This is the Duomo.
Did you
And
find it?
that's our entrance in front of us, the big one that says museum next to
Interesting.
the cathedral. From my understanding, it's got a whole bunch of history of Siena dating back from the Etruscans up until more modern.
So if you're standing in front of the Duomo, you just turn back into this little corner here.
It's getting winter. You got to keep those lips protected.
Sweet, I need a water.
All right, so we close in 50 minutes. But she said she signed it so that we can come back tomorrow if we want. But that depends on what we find. There's 2 floors below us.
Whoa, I love when they do the glass.
Old sacristy. That reliquary has the blood of Christ.
No way.
How? It's from the 6th century. I don't know what Ophelia is though. There's an entire church in here.
Whoa.
You cannot tell that from the outside.
What? There's literally just like a full-on church in what feels like a museum room. This place is seriously huge.
What's the roofing part? Are there 4 different parts?
Well, this is just a normal room. Looks like they just maybe have meetings in here.
It says this way.
Next. Whoa. Okay, that was, I feel like I'm just being surprised room after room here.
I think this building was used by the pilgrims on their pilgrimage, where they used to sleep. I'm not too sure up until what point.
These paintings are so detail orientated.
From the 1440s. Maybe they've been restored. From my understanding, this building used to be a hospital. And that's why there's paintings of different scenes up on the walls depicting what it was actually used for over the last 600, 700 years. But this place is incredibly large, so we've got to keep moving. Jeez.
Seems that there's a lot of meeting rooms here. The ceiling in here looks like the Siena Cathedral. From the window in this room. Oh, that's sick. You can see the front of the cathedral from here. Cool. Looks stunning from here. Anyway, no time to waste. Let's go.
We have 2 more floors to go see.
And they just told us that we're gonna run out of time if we don't pick up our pace. Uh-oh. Oh, geez.
This place is huge.
We are. We underestimated this. Like, I was just gonna say, we just underestimated this so badly. Oh my goodness. Creepy doll. Okay, I could skip that. What?
No, look right now. We're gonna have to run.
Oh, jeez. Why? It looks like it's so tiny from the outside. This isn't even funny. Okay, but I don't like this.
The story of Romulus and Remus, are you saying? It gets bigger, you would hurry up.
Why are there so many heads?
It's an exhibit that a guy left for people to paint or something.
Good spark notes. Okay.
No, man.
I feel like we've entered a maze.
No, it's even bigger.
Stop. But this is only one side of it. It literally feels like we just entered a maze. You just like pick one direction and then it'll just keep going.
This is an exhibition by Giuseppe Gavazzi. This museum includes temporary exhibits. That's what we understand.
Matteo's learning as quick as he can with our limited time.
Do we go down? Go down.
No, we should need to see the other half of it.
I don't know what we're gonna have to come up at some stage. So let's go see what's down.
Okay.
The archaeological museum's down. We're not here for temporary exhibits. We're here for the heart and soul of Siena.
Wow. Okay. Oh my goodness! The temperature just dropped. The temperature is dropping as we are taking another step down and another one, and it's getting colder and colder and colder.
This is definitely the archaeology stuff that we know.
Thought they were supposed to dig it up. Weren't they supposed to put it above ground? That was a joke.
This building and its underground are absolutely incredibly large.
Stop.
Wait, what is down here?
I feel like we just entered Batman's lair.
Museum of Archaeology. Inside street is what it says.
It's crazy because I actually feel like we're outside right now with the temperature. It just feels like an indoor tunnel.
It's called the internal road.
That makes
backbone of
that's
the
like the
building.
perfect way to explain it. Yes.
Jeez.
Whoa. Tunnel after tunnel. I feel like I'm on a Disneyland ride.
I've never seen such a deceiving building in my life. It just looks like a normal building outside and then has this entire underground system. I think they're trying to get us out before 5. We'll be out before 5.
Let's see. Okay, and artifacts. Tell us.
I don't know what it's part of, to be honest. Let's go.
I've come across some artifacts. Cool. More artifacts.
This is all heavily underground. I don't know what these like. Maybe it's a well.
What? That seems a little sus to be standing on. What is that? It's literally just a black hole up. Maybe it was a well.
From a quick data gathering, I think these tunnels are currently being excavated, and they're finding all of these within this underground. Because if you look in this room, there's a lot more. I think they're making sure that they're restoring all of them, and they're looking at little rooms and finding extra things as they go.
That is actually wild. This is actually the craziest museum I've ever been in. I'm not even, like, hands down.
It's bigger and bigger. Sienesian 8th century BC. Hercules.
Nice.
Is that movie Hercules?
Yeah, are they on the vases? That's all I can think about when I see vases like this, is the Hercules movie.
How does this keep going?
I'm literally at a loss. Like we just came from there, but then there's also this, which seems to be in another room because there's glass there, and then there's this, and then there's also this.
Montalcino coins, Etruscan coins. I don't even know what that says. Or that.
Whoa.
There are so many tunnels in here. They literally don't have enough stuff to display because it's just such an intense amount. It gets bigger.
Now I know when she told us we can come back tomorrow.
They're all panicking about being like, we should be out by 5. We're like, what do you mean? Like,
that'll be easy.
they're like, there's 2 extra levels. We're like, can't be that big.
Dude, look at this stuff.
You can see how they scraped away the walls to make the tunnel. Let's carry on. It gets bigger, you have to keep going. I mean, I love history, but I can't stand here and read everything.
I legitimately feel like Indiana Jones right now.
Alright? Come on.
What?
You just have to keep pushing. Keep pushing.
I lost you there for a second. Wow, these are all in pretty decent condition still. Is that supposed to be like snake heads or leaf heads or something? And a little man rubbing his belly because he's so full.
I think he's got an earring.
He seems like a cool dude. Got that piercing.
Looks like this place is currently actually in the process of being built. This way. And every little corner is into a hospital. How they used to collect rainwater for the hospital.
Really? So are we like at the bottom of a well?
Pretty much. Ah, that would make sense. It's going to drop down.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Good observation.
Thank you. Everything but observant. This is wild.
Staircase to nowhere.
I know, just a dark. I'm assuming there was something. Looks like there's a door up there, maybe.
Abraham Lincoln.
I don't think that's right.
I think there is like what's wild is that they're still excavating the ground underneath us. Like there's more underneath us. How?
Where even are we? I feel like we've walked to Rome at this point. I think we missed a section, but I don't know. I don't know what that like star thing is, but it looks very painful. Or maybe it's an original head massager.
Okay, we've got 20 minutes left. We have 22 minutes left. Not to sound spoiled, but we've seen a lot of this throughout our time in Tuscany already, so we're okay to run through and not return tomorrow. It's super fascinating. They close at 5, but they don't want us to be here for the next 20 minutes whilst they close it. I don't know what we missed.
I don't know.
Oh well. Well, Italy, you close at 5, but you actually close before 5, so that was cool. What's the last thing?
Oh, cool. Okay, so it is 4:40. The museum's technically still open for another 20 minutes because it closes at 5. And even though we're still in the building, we just came down to the bottom level to see it, and then we were going to go back and finish the other level that we hadn't seen, but they won't even let us go back upstairs even though we're still in the building.
Because their colleagues are closing
Because they're closing up. So be forewarned, this is definitely a pattern here. For a climb like the tower, they'll have a last entry for the climb because the climbing of something obviously takes time. So that's understandable, but we're in the building and they're still open for 20 minutes and they just won't let us go back up to the other level. So it's a bummer, but c'est la vie. I don't know what we missed, but it was really cool. I mean, it's huge. You definitely would need time if you actually want to stop and look at stuff.